Shalom, greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get the raw, the real, the unadulterated, unbiased truth 24/7. Now, today, family, we got Takeoff back in the headlines, and we know that he was just put to rest Friday. We see that there still hasn't been any arrests, okay? So this is going to be my last message on this subject until either somebody goes to jail or there's some straightening, some get back or something. Okay. And I know some of you may be like, well, what do you mean the get back? Well, one of the things that you have to understand is that when you study Tanakh, okay, it helps us to understand that the Father has guidelines contained in Tanakh dealing with this subject of murder. And anytime somebody is killed in cold blood, then, if there's any get back from that, I perfectly don't have a problem with that. When it's when you innocently kill people is what Tanakh teaches against. So, the way, Takeoff was done, the way he was executed was just, if people are not going to go to the authorities and get any type of justice, then if they get street justice, then they just get street justice. Just what it is. You know what I mean? But at any rate, I'm coming to clear up a lot of confusion that's going on in the media. Concerning this case. So the things that I'm going to be dealing with today is I'm going to be dealing with the edited or the fake footage. Okay. I'm going to be dealing with who actually killed Takeoff, okay? And I'm going to give you my conclusion and my thoughts on what's going to happen with this particular situation. So now, before I get into it, make sure that you guys hit the like button. Make sure you share this video with every Israelite out there. Get this to the platforms, because what I'm getting ready to drop today, they're going to want to hear it. And also make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, and not only subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so that you can get the notification anytime I drop. I think it's a dirty game that the two will be playing, but we just got to play the game. So make sure you turn on all notifications. That way you get the notifications whenever I'm dropping some of this fire. Now, let's get into it, right? So I was watching the videos done by King AK-47, right, where he was breaking down how the videos were edited. And one of the things I want you guys to understand, and I want you guys to pass this along to the other bloggers out here. One of the things that we have to be mindful of is that it doesn't hurt to give people their credit. Okay. We have to stop this childish, this petty mindset and this mind frame that we have. You know what I'm saying? I do not agree with everything anybody puts out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have their different angles. Whenever it's truth, I'm going to draw from it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who it is or where it comes from, it could be my worst enemy. If it's truth, then I'm going to draw from that. And we shouldn't have a problem giving people their credit. And I notice this is something that tends to go on here in the blogger world, where, people, just don't get their credit for, the work that they do. So we got to be better about that. Okay. We don't have to agree with something everybody says, but let's just keep it real, keep it 100. But at any rate, I was watching these videos about King AK-47, where he was saying that the videos were edited. Okay. Now I watched the videos and I was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, okay, something's not adding up. But then I finally found out exactly what it is that they did. Okay. And from what I saw, it was not TMZ who edited the footage, but rather the news did some stuff that was bogus. And I'm getting ready to break down exactly what they did, you know what I'm saying, to mislead people. Okay. Now, as far as the video footage being edited, we have to understand that the video was not edited. Okay. What's going on is you have footage from two totally different people. Okay. Now this woman, and I'm going to be putting some of these clips up here where you guys can see it, but the woman that was standing next to on right by the guy known as Migo Benz. That woman that was standing next to him is a woman that was recording, but it was also another woman recording. And we can just rightly divide and separate and find this out by simply looking at the woman that's standing next to Migo Benz when Quavo and them walk off. She has this thing on her finger, and you could tell that her finger is black. That is, you know what I'm saying? It's a dark-skinned woman. The other woman that's got the footage coming from the other way going up the hallway is another footage. And you can see her face on one of those camera shots where it looks like she was either Caucasian or mixed or something. She could have been a Latina or whatever the case may be. But it's two totally different footages, okay? That's the first thing that we got to understand. The next thing is, okay, is that the lady that's shooting the footage from the other end of the other end shooting down the hall where we see Yellow Hoodie and Takeoff right there, that right there is the real footage, okay? This is the footage that's going to tell us everything that we need to know about this particular situation without getting lost, okay? What happens is that when you look at this picture right here, okay, and I'm going to put it up on the actual screen so you guys can see it. What the news did, it wasn't TMC, it was the news. Now, this picture that you see right here, where when it looked like Migo Benz bumped into the woman and start backing up, what they did is that you notice, and I'm not gonna play the video. I believe the link that I got this from is well, the one that has the best footage, in my opinion, was off of what page was this? I'll leave a link to her page, but she basically had the footage and kind of, was kind of breaking it down like how it needed to be broke down, basically showing let me see, can I get her? All right, let me see, what page was that? Nah. Okay, so Shamika and Tamika TV, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave a link to her page down here in the description. But she actually has the video where it's playing all the way through where you can actually see it. I know a lot of pages got it, but I liked hers because how she had it. But what you're going to notice is that when you look at the shot that the lady is shooting up the aisle from right here, what you notice is that door right there where they try to freeze Migo Benz and make it seem like he was in front of that door shooting. That's not the case. What they did is they clipped the picture, and if you watch the news, when Quavo is or Takeoff is hit, they freeze it and they freeze the picture with Migo Benz in front of that door like he just drew down and started shooting. But that was fake and false. You know what I'm saying? That's the news doing that. That wasn't in TMZ stuff. The news did that where they got the arrow right here and saying and making it seem like he just drew down right there by the door and started shooting. This is where everybody get lost at, because once it comes from that steel frame, it just goes back to where he was bumping and kind of moving. Okay. And this is important to understand, because if you look at the actual video from the woman that's shooting the video up the hall, it don't even look like Migo Benz really shot. If he shot, he might have shot towards the ground or something like that. But if you look at this video, it doesn't look like he even really returned or had the chance to return fire, because everything happened so fast and they was getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? See, what the video actually shows is that Yellow Hoodie, he either stole on Takeoff or he hit him with the gun. He did one or two things. You know what I'm saying? And so this is why when you look at the footage, Yellow Hoodie runs into the bowling alley. So this lets you know that if Migo Benz was right there shooting, there's no way that he would have ran into there and not get hit by the gunfire. But what they did, the news, is they froze that spot and put that still picture there where the guy was froze with the gun up, his arm could have been going up or anything like that, is where they paused it at, and they just gave you that still frame. But that is not MOBB Band shooting right there. This is why if you go listen to the TMZ video, they're telling you we can't confirm he shot, because they're looking at the video straight through and they know that if he shot down, but at any rate, he didn't hit Takeoff. You see what I'm saying? Because this video, don't get lost in the still frame and the woman with the thing right here, because they edited that. They put that picture in there, and then it resumes back up where MOBB Band is kind of bagging up, trying to get out of there. But if you look at the other footage, you can see that never happened, that he never drew down by the door and just started shooting. What happened is either Yellow Hoodie hit Takeoff with the gun or he fired on him. And when he did that, Takeoff turned around and he got shot from on the other side by somebody else over there by the House of Blues where that sign was at over there. You know what I'm saying? They shot right between that tall dude and they hit him right with a headshot. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. That, you know what I'm saying? That was a hit. That was a hit. That wasn't no just, you know what I'm saying? That was a hit. Soon as that man turned around, they hit him forehead. And you know by looking at this footage, as MOBB Bands is bagging up and they start to run, because what happened is you can hear it. When he got ready to draw down and shoot, somebody started shooting either with a switch or something else, and they start running up the hallway. This is why you see Quavo and them ducking, because they was trying to hit him. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed to me like it might have been a hit on both Takeoff and Quavo. Now, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the footage, right, it's a dude that's standing behind Quavo, you know what I'm saying, during the argument. I'm not going to put his picture up there. Well, you know what? I am going to put the picture up here where you guys can see it. But there's a guy that's standing through here. This could be a guy interest, could not be. You know what I'm saying? But he disappears from the photo. We don't see it. So all of this stuff about, they said that the boxer hit him, that was a lie. Because when you look at the photo, I mean, the footage after Takeoff is killed, the shooters is gone. The people that's doing the shooting, they gone. So you saw the black dude, Shakur, that things was saying that they thought hit him. He didn't hit him. He was standing there trying to help him. He was right there with Mike Prince and everybody else. So what you guys got to understand, this was a hit. This is why they don't care nothing about y'all saying Yellow Hoodie, this and that, because Yellow Hoodie, Cam, did not make the fatal shot. The fatal shot came from the other side. You know what I'm saying? So where everybody got lost at is we got to be careful with taking information and running with it. What they did is they used Jedi mind tricks to confuse you. First, somebody put out this text message, right? Okay, which is a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie mixed with truth. You know what I'm saying? It's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Because when we go back and we look at what really happened, we know that this is a lie right here. Whoever put this text message out, when it says, so Quavo was shooting dice, he was getting his pockets broke off so bad, so dude had an attitude, he was trying to get aggressive with the wrong mob ties nigga. So what they're saying right here is they're telling us that he was arguing with mob ties, okay? So I'm getting ready to break this down on who the shooter actually is. The text message say it was mob ties, right? And then they said not going to drop names. And they says a dude got on his tail, and then somebody they was with jumped up. And that's when everybody bunched up. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the video with old girl with the ring that's recording, if you notice, it just picks up. So in my opinion, they have more footage on what actually happened. They just gave you from that point with old girl filming MOBB Bands had the pistol. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why they're trying to paint this narrative. But listen what it says right here. It says, and that's when everybody bunched up and shots just start ringing out, but they were coming from somebody Migo was with, but he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff on accident. Let's stop right there. That's a lie. There's no way in the world that MOBB Band shot and that bullet went and did a 360 and came and hit Quavo. When Yellow Hoodie either hit him, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I was looking. When you look at the photo with old girl with the ring, if you look at the legs and the shoes, you can see that somebody got hit or something first. Now, did the gun go off or whatever? I can't confirm that. But we know that Takeoff got hit. You know what I'm saying? That's his shoe right there you know what I'm saying, where he can see him walking and it's like he kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of starts slipping and stuff. That's when all of that happened right there. And so then when Takeoff turned around, that's when he got hit from the other side over there by the where the house of, where it said the House of Blues at over there in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that no Migo band was shooting wild. Let me explain something to you guys. A lot of y'all have never been in gun battles before where you've been where guns is actually going off in your vicinity. You know what I'm saying? You don't know and I'm not talking about when you go to the range. I'm talking about in real combat. You know what I'm saying? And when them guns are going off, it's a whole totally different story than what people think. Oh, he should have been doing this. He was doing that. He was shooting well. Nah, it looked like he went to return fire, and whoever was on the other side with the switch or whatever just started shooting. This is why you saw Cam Little Hoodie run into the thing, because as soon as Quavo turned around, he got hit. And before Migo could really buzz back at whatever, Takeoff was already hit. He was already dead. He was dropping. You know what I'm saying? And then they ran him up out of there. This is why when you look at the photo, you see Quavo and them running. Now, the thing that's interesting on why, in my opinion, it was a hit on the Migos is because if you look, they shot, whoever shot Takeoff, they hit him with precision. It was a precision headshot when they hit that boy. You know what I'm saying? And they shot him in between where big dude was standing that was holding his legs. And I'm going to show you. He got hit through there. You know what I'm saying? And then they started shooting. Looked like they started shooting at Quavo and them as they was running down the hallway. Because if you notice, you seen that they was ducking. So they was either trying to hit Migo Bands and Quavo and them as they was running. But eventually they had to get up out of there. They had to get up out the gym. So whoever sent this text message is lying. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and I think he got hit again, but ultimately it was his own niggas that killed him. So what we gotta understand is that we know that this is a lie because as we look at the footage, Migo Benz is standing right next to Takeoff, going up the hallway. That footage that the one lady sent is showing up the hallway. That is the real footage on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The other one with old girl with the finger, they put that steel frame in there where they froze Migo by the door like he was shooting. And then when it went back to the video, it showed him bumping into the woman. But if you look at the other video, it shows exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, this was a hit on the Migos. You know what I mean? And, you know, and it's crazy because now some people are saying that they believe that this was a sacrifice. I don't believe that. This is the reason why I don't believe it. Because you had two families versus two families. You had the Prince family and then you had the Migos family. You know what I'm saying? If Migo Benz is allegedly Quavo brother, you had, I believe, YRN that came back down there to aid and assist. You know what I'm saying? Before they start dumping with, I don't know if it was a switch or whatever it was they was dumping with, he came back down there to aid and assist. That's all family. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to say that the whole family was in on some stuff like that. I don't think it. You know what I'm saying? I think they provoked Quavo, but I think that what they found out is that when they was down in that circle, huddled up, Migo Benz had them fireworks drawn. So it wasn't just gonna be no, let me try to do this and that, because it was guns that was drew already, which is probably what saved Quavo life. You know what I mean? But it seemed to me like that was a hit, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Because he got the way he got hit. And if you look at the people, like the people that was filming the stuff, like these people, man, they need to be in Iraq somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because his bullets and stuff going on, they ain't even really moving. They sitting there getting that footage because they know that's going to be a payday. You know what I'm saying? Getting that footage, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, in my opinion, man, it was a hit. You know what I mean? And let me say this. We can't confirm. I'm going to say from what I saw and what I have heard that mob ties is the shooters. These are the shooters. You know what I mean? These are the shooters. Okay? And it's clear that Jay Prince Sr. know and understand this because in his statement, he said the shooters cannot hide behind him. Okay. Now let's think about this here. If this is a Mai Tai event and we know that Migo Bands them is with Quavo and them got their little clique that's with them, right? If they thought that Migo Band shot and killed this man on accident, why would Senior come out and say the shooter can't hide behind me? That's a message to Quavo because they were there. You know what I'm saying? They know who shot or who was who. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to basically what Senior is doing here is saying that, yeah, it was mob ties who did it, but they can't hide behind me. They basically on their own is what they saying, right? What he's saying, which is a lie. Okay. And this is why this case is never going to get solved, right? Because this is what people got to understand. You cannot separate the shooters and you cannot separate the sons of Senior from Senior. Okay. Everybody want to try to individualize everything and say, well, that was on this person and that was no. Let me explain to you how this worked. Okay. In case a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all are not from the streets, but let me break this down and explain to you how this go. Senior ain't turning no shooters in to the police. That's something he's not doing. Okay. He's not doing that. So people can get that up out of their head. He's not doing that. That's number one. Number two, why would he, this is alleged, if this is their shooter, okay, 9 times out of 10, the shooter done put in work already for them before. So why would he turn the shooter in and risk the shooter telling on him on other business that they done did? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. Senior is not doing that. Okay. Let's grasp that. Okay. Now the civilians, why they not telling, who knows? But at any rate, Senior is not doing that. Okay. Now, the other thing is this. People can't say that they got to hit allegedly or they're going to do something to Junior and the rest of the family not even be involved. You know what I'm saying? People got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? And do you think that Senior will allow somebody to do something to one of his sons and not? So you got to understand that it's going to be a war behind this. And if it's not, then what people are saying, as far as it being a setup could be possible. Because 9 times out of 10, Quavo them ain't going to talk to no police. And if they're not going to go talk to the police, then that can only mean one thing, that they're going to get some straightening. You know what I'm saying? So if they get the straightening, then I tell you, if they don't, then, you know, it's one of two things. It's either they did or they not cut like that. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the three. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, time is going to tell what's the deal. Either somebody's going to come out and tell, and the shooters are going to go to jail, or they just gonna have to catch up in the streets when they see them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what's gonna happen. But you cannot separate Senior from the kids or anybody else, because at the end of the day, that's all family. You know what I'm saying? It's all family. You're not just gonna say we're gonna do something to him and then they don't involve anybody else. And you better know and understand, if one of his sons get touched, that it's gonna be problems behind that. You know what I'm saying? So the question we gotta ask ourselves, you know, where we gonna go from here? Because they're not gonna tell. And let me say this, and I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Right now, we know that Whack 100 he going hard. You know what I'm saying? And we know he's gonna go hard on Senior and the family because of, you know what I'm saying, you know, they beef and whatever they had going on allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So this is a time for him to maximize off of that. But and I don't agree with everything Whack 100 say, and some of the stuff that he is saying is making sense. Okay, but now we need to give Senior a little bit more credit, because what you have to understand is down there in Houston, that man is tired. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the mayor, the chief of police, and all of these people, you better know and understand that down in Houston, I don't know about anywhere else, that man got pulled. That's what they doing. They trying to clean everything up. But this is one I don't think he's going to be able to clean up like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is a case, these type of cases right here is what really bring the feds in, because then the feds can get Senior, they can get the mayor, they can get the chief, all of these people. And you better know that these people are corrupt. You know what I'm saying? You better know that. You know what I'm saying? How is it that nothing is getting solved down here? These people are getting killed. And I looked into some of these, I looked into their background a little bit to see what they was about. But you have to understand how the extortion business goes. If they've ever took any money, allegedly, and this is all allegedly right here at this point. If they ever took any money for anything, any hush money for anything at any point, even at this point, as high profile as this case is, they're not going to solve the case. Because why would they solve the case when they know who's involved, and then ain't no telling what they got on, ain't no telling if this is the case, what they got on these people as far on the back end. You know what I'm saying? They might, ain't no telling what type of footage that they may have and using that as a bargain and shit. This is how this stuff go at the top. Okay? This is how it goes. People get dirt on you, and when they get dirt on you, this is what they use to control you. Hey, you do this, you do that. Why? Because I got this dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? This is how the game go. So when you look at the mayor and all of them running around down here with these guys, there's no way in the world that they're solving this case. There's no way in the world. So, they had 40 some witnesses. Are they saying nobody came out and spoke and said nothing? It don't even make any sense. So at the end of the day, this case is not getting solved. You know what I'm saying? Or they would have been had out of all the cameras, all of this footage and stuff they have, they would have been solved this case. It's not hard to solve these type of cases with all of these witnesses and all of these cameras. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't believe that there's going to be any justice for Takeoff in court, because I don't believe it's going to ever make it to court. You know what I'm saying? And unless they get some get back, this is pretty much going to be the end of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to kind of drop in and just kind of give y'all my thoughts on this particular subject. But this is how corrupt this stuff is, and, sometimes in life, you could do a whole lot of stuff and get away with it. But then it could be stuff like this and I'm talking about Senior, okay? Because we know that he's been involved in a lot of stuff down there. He don't get the respect just by being a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of stuff he done got away with. You know what I'm saying? And this happened on his watch. You know what I'm saying? So now this can cause a few things. This can cause the feds to come in. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to worry about your artists going from state to state. You know what I'm saying? Which is madness when I think about Finesse 2 Times. You know what I'm saying? Because he said what he said, knowing that he's going to have to go get his money out the streets. You're going to have to go to these cities and towns and do these shows. This is how you're going to make your money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be understanding what be in the mind of these guys sometimes, man, without, just you know what I'm saying, just talking and not even thinking. You know what I mean? So just pay attention, man. The next several months, it's going to be crucial, man. So I'm going to just keep my eyes and ears on this, you know what I'm saying? And I think I'm going to do an expose on this Dolph case, because I'm watching this Dolph case, you know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that it took industry money to get Dolph, you know what I'm saying? That's not no street money that got Dolph. You know what I'm saying? People were paid, and the reason why people were paid is because go look at Young Dolph album sales within the first 2 weeks that he died. You know what I'm saying? You better know and understand that his death paid the money. Whatever was given to the shooters on that case, that they recouped that money back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing something on that. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know that whoever hit Dolph, they hit him in the store. You know what I'm saying? This is the same thing. As we look at Takeoff, look at Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? When that door leading to the back, they ambushed him. You know what I'm saying? And the steel frames they gave you from the front, this is just bag up. You know what I'm saying? He was already hit from the front. That's why you had the bullets going out of Makita's, because whoever shot Dolph was behind the door right there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But I'm gonna be doing a video on that soon. So, but at any rate, y'all stay safe out there. Get this to the blogs. I'll talk to y'all soon. Shalom.